Cool. Cool. So why are you here?
Just explain that to you.
Well, you explain that because I'm talking to you, aren't I? So you tell me why you're here.
As I said, you've just explained. I'm saying I agree with what you said. I've come here and wanted to look at the information. Oh, yeah. Pardon? No, just come to have a look at all this stuff and that. Pardon?
Please make your way out.
Why?
It's against the law.
It's not against the law.
Please make your way out, sir.
Of course it's not against the law. What are you on about? It's a public place.
Okay, no, that's fair enough, thank you.
But again, you've got job stuff on there that I want to have a look at. What again, if I can't remember all of that information if I go and look at it, so I need to take...
Can you just come back over down there, please?
Why can't I
go
down
there, please? Can you just go down there, please? Can you just go down there, please?
Why can I not go
Can you just go down there, please? Can you just go down there, please? My name's David. Can you just go down there, please?
Why can't I have a look at that?
I'm asking you because you're recording stuff to go down there, please.
Because I'm
because of the
recording.
reasons that exactly.
Because I'm
Can
recording.
you go down there? Yeah, absolutely.
So because I'm exercising a human right.
If you feel so, that's fine. You can go down
So
there,
you're
please.
discriminating against me because I'm using human rights.
If you want, if you can go down there, please.
So
we
you
can
don't
discuss it
admit
later. No, I don't admit it. I'm just repeating what you said. If you could just go down here, please. I want you to go down there, please.
You're very aggressive.
Will you please go down there?
Am I raising my voice? Am I being aggressive or am I speaking very softly?
No, but you're not listening to me. I'm not
have
doing
to
as
listen to you.
Will you please?
So did you have an appointment with you? Okay.
We're in London, observing a police station where the local parking regulations seem to be treated as optional by those meant to enforce them. We're looking at row after row of vehicles left on double yellow lines and in restricted bays, despite previous assurances from the council that this behaviour would stop. It's a classic opening. The state expects total compliance from the public, while treating the public highway as their own private driveway. This visual hypocrisy sets the perfect stage for the interactions to follow.
Hey.
Hiya.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
I don't really feel like I want to give that, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, why are you here?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm PC Baines.
Baines 504, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And yourself, man?
Sergeant 369 Elkins.
Sergeant 369
Elkins.
Elkins. I think you're both based at
Lincoln.
Lincoln Main Police Station.
Yeah.
Brilliant, cool. Cool.
So why are you here?
Just explain that to you.
Well, you explain that because I'm talking to you, aren't I? So you tell me why you're here.
As I said, you've just explained. I'm saying I agree with what you said. I've come here and wanted to look at the information.
Okay. And have you done that?
Pardon?
Have you done that?
No, not fully.
Okay. So what more information do you want to look at?
The board down there that I got obstructed from seeing. There's people sat there, so I won't mind not getting that too much. There's not much there anyway. But specifically that board down there that I've been obstructed from going and watching.
Area 3 one?
Yeah, number 3, yeah, area 3.
What do you want to see in there? Is it just
The information that's on the board.
what's on it? Okay, what
Absolutely.
purpose is that for?
Pardon?
What purpose is that for?
To have a look at it, but it's public information from
It is,
you know,
but why,
that's
why
it.
you then feel the need to film it? If you want to read it, then that's one thing. But why do you feel the need to film it?
My memory's not that great,
Okay.
so you know I can't remember everything that I see on every single board in here, can I?
Okay. Do you have a job?
Pardon?
Do you have a job?
Is that relevant?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't you? Are you
Right.
seeking employment?
Is that any of your business right now?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't
Right,
you?
that's not your business. That's my business.
But I'm just trying to understand the purpose of why you need to read that information, why you need to retain that information.
Because I have the right to do so,
You do, but
Constable.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, but that's all you need to know, though, isn't it? Because I have the right to do so. I'm in a public place. It's public information.
Notice the lack of professional optics here. We see plainclothes staff, tasers clearly visible, sitting in illegally parked vehicles while scrolling through mobile phones. It's a catch-22. If they're on duty and parked, they're causing a dangerous obstruction on a junction. If they're driving, they're committing a mobile phone offence. This casual disregard for both road safety and public perception is exactly why independent documentation is so vital. If a citizen did this, the fine would be automatic.
I have the right to freedom of expression, which includes gathering and disseminating information and opinions to others.
Right.
So, therefore, that's all
what
you
is
need
your
to know.
intention to do
Because
with
you
this
swore,
video
because you
then?
swore an oath to uphold the rights and freedoms of the people. You swore an oath to the crown of this country.
Yeah.
So that's all you need to
So
know, is that
what
I'm acting within a right, a freedom.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything unlawful. So that's all you need to know, and that's all you need to tell them. That's your job done
I
then.
assume you've already told them that anyway.
Yes, I have, and that's your job done then, isn't it, I'm afraid?
What is your intention to do with the video though?
But again, that's none of your business.
Well, it is, because if it captures other people, like members of the public who are coming in here who don't want their face shown anywhere. We might have people who are going through horrendous things at the minute or involved in domestic violence, and they don't want other people to see that they're in this job centre on this particular day in Lincoln, because then other people will know where they are. Then that's safeguarding them, isn't it?
Then they would need to contact the Information Commissioner's office, because it's their jurisdiction, not the police.
Yes, but if you're
No,
not
no,
telling
no,
me
it's simple as that. Ends there.
If you're not telling me where you're going to upload this,
Who said I'm uploading it? I said it's none of your business what I'm doing with it.
you're not telling me then, are
Because I don't need to answer your questions. I don't need to account for a lawful action. Right, and I don't need to account for an action unless you have evidence or reasonable suspicion. It has to be based on objective fact, right? Then it's none of your business, and I'm not answering your questions.
It's very one-sided, isn't it, this? And this is like...
I didn't call you. I didn't ask for your help.
didn't.
So I didn't want to
You
talk to
didn't,
you in
but
the
it's
first
very
place.
one-sided.
The auditor decides to test the security narrative by putting a drone in the air. Interestingly, the signal experiences immediate interference near the station, suggesting either localized jamming or proximity to a flight restriction zone. By documenting the facility from the air, the auditor is exercising a legal right that the police often try to ground using force policy rather than actual law. It's the theatre of the mind. The police want you to believe the air is private, but the legislation says otherwise.
In the fact that you know our name, you're refusing to give
Because
your name.
you're crown servants,
Yeah.
right? And you wear epaulets
I do, so you
for
can
reasons
see
of
me.
accountability.
Yeah.
I'm a private citizen. I do not have to account myself
I'm engaging with you,
but I don't have to account myself to the public. To the government in absence of a crime. That's the only time I need to identify myself to you.
Do you understand why they've asked you not to go past that point?
No.
Okay. The reason they've given us to us for not having you past that point
Right.
is because there's people currently having interviews regarding their employment and
Right.
there's sensitive data that has been discussed.
Okay.
They don't want you overhearing that or recording those conversations.
See, that's wrong, because that's not what they told me.
Okay, that's what's been told to me.
Okay, so let me tell you what they told me. Sorry, my power bank fell. What they told me is they didn't want me there. Yes, because people were having an appointment. But I said, if I turn my camera off, can I then go and look at the board?
Okay.
And he said yes. So he said he admitted freely that the only reason I'm not allowed is because I'm recording, which, as I said, is an expression of Article 10 of my human rights. So by denying me access purely based on the fact alone that I am recording is breach of Article 14 of the Human Rights Act, which is my right to enjoy my freedoms without discrimination. So therefore, I said to him, I was like, I'm not going to be bullied by a government employee out of my rights. It's not going to happen, not by you, not by them.
The ground response arrives. A plainclothes officer approaches and is immediately met with a demand for a warrant card. This is a crucial step. If someone is going to engage in a stop and account, they must prove their authority first. Notice how the officer's curiosity about the drone is met with a firm wall of silence. If there is no suspicion of a crime, there is no requirement to provide a narrative for your legal activity. The officer is fishing, but the auditor isn't biting.
Which board is it that you particularly want to see? Is it the first one with the number 3 or the one that's got 3 and area 3 underneath?
The one with 3 and area 3 underneath.
So what I can offer for you is I can go and take a photograph of that board.
No, I want. Well, no, because then how?
Because there's people.
But then
that
what am I gonna? How am I gonna? Because that's then not on my
I
footage.
can take your phone and take a picture of it, but I can't record.
How am I giving my phone to a police officer?
But it's a very sensible.
It's not.
What I can do is I can take a picture of it. You can read it off my phone.
No, because then I have to forfeit my
But you're not
property
going,
to exercise my
I do it
freedom.
on my telephone.
Right.
My work telephone. I'm going to take a picture of that board. You can see what's on that board without then overhearing other people's confidential conversations.
No, because the point is that if I'm stood there and I'm not recording, right? So because they said I can go down there if I'm not recording, I can have a look. If I overhear those appointments, the data breach has already happened. The recording is evidence of that data breach, and that's what they're scared of, is me collating evidence of them breaching GDPR. That's what they're worried about.
You don't want you down there where you can overhear the conversation. So what I'm trying to do is find a way around this so you can have access to the information that you'd like to
But
read.
there are seats down there for people to wait for an appointment. So they don't want me down there because I might overhear somebody having an appointment. But somebody can wait for an appointment and overhear somebody else. That's
But
fine.
then they're not going to upload it into whichever
Again,
media
you're
outlet.
making an assumption.
Well, you're not telling me otherwise.
Here comes the intelligence argument. The officers claim they need to know the auditor's name to file an intelligence report about the drone flight. It's a common tactical move to make the observer feel like they are in the system already. The auditor's response is brilliant. He promises a freedom of information request to see that report. If the intelligence is just a record of a citizen exercising a right, it has no business being in a police database, and the officers know it. Because coming up, the "I don't answer questions" wall leads to a visible breakdown in the officer's patience, and we see how a simple request for a name turns into a debate about the National Police Chiefs Council guidelines that the station has seemingly chosen to ignore.
So are you?
You don't. So do you have objective basis of fact? No. Do you have it? No. You work on what you know, not on what you don't know,
If
Constable.
you're not telling me what you're going to do with it, I have got to make assumptions. That's a fair comment.
No, it's not.
Well, I believe it is.
No.
Of course it is.
No, you're making an inference on my silence. Only a court and a jury are allowed to do that.
No.
Your role is to work on the facts that you know, based on objective facts, not on I think he might be doing
It's
this.
evidence that's
Is it?
there for me.
Is it? What evidence is that?
Well, this is for me to make my decision in relation to what's going to happen. I've asked you what you're going to do with it. You've refused point blank to tell me.
Because I don't have to answer your
Because you
questions.
don't have to answer because you're being quite
Correct.
like.
Because I'm exercising my rights.
Well, I find it obstructive.
I'm upset because I'm exercising my
That's
rights.
fine,
It's my
that's fine.
right not to talk
It
to
is,
you.
but then you're not really helping yourself, are you? Because you're refusing to engage.
So
and tell
you're
me.
you're implying that a member of the public who doesn't want to talk to the police and account for their actions is inherently damning themselves?
I find you quite goading. I think you're goading for an argument, and I think that's.
I
what
would
you're
be quite
filming.
happy if you came in, said hello, yeah, you're filming by, and walked away. I would have been quite happy with that. You're the one who's continuing to stand here and to engage with me. You're more than welcome to walk away.
Because these people are worried. They're
Worried about
the
what?
other members of. Because it's been explained to you, hasn't it? I think we've explained. These guys have explained it to you. You've got it on recording, so you can feel free to go back and review that because you said your memory's not very good.
The interaction reaches a total stalemate. One officer asks a question, another asks for a name, and both are met with the same firm, no comment. This is the power of the right to silence in its purest form. The officers are clearly frustrated. They are accustomed to the public providing a life story the moment a badge is flashed. When that compliance is missing, their authority is revealed for what it truly is, a request, not a requirement.
So you've got that there, haven't you? It's been explained to you.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the
Well,
explanation.
you might not agree.
And you
I
might
don't
not agree with me.
Exactly.
Exactly, there you go.
Exactly.
But we're allowed to disagree as human
Yeah,
beings.
absolutely.
But it doesn't mean I'm doing anything criminal and that
I've
you can
not
get
said
involved
you
with
are
it.
doing anything criminal.
So then why are you still here engaging with me?
Because they've called us,
Right.
okay, and we're talking with you because, like you rightly said, we're police officers who deal with evidence what's available to us, and then we investigate it to see whether there's a crime, there's not a crime, etc. So that's why we're engaging with you
Okay.
to see if there is anything untoward that you're doing.
And is there?
There is nothing criminal, but
There you go. Problem solved. Your jurisdiction ends there.
We've got to safeguard others.
Your
haven't we?
jurisdiction ends there.
It does as a police officer, but obviously we've got people in here who don't want to be filmed.
They can do what that lady's got done, and she just walked in. She's got a face mask on. They can wear. I got a
How
snood.
do they know you're
I could put my snood up,
but
and
they
I
don't
can.
know that you're filming. So
No,
that they're
but
quite.
everybody could be filming in anywhere in a public place. So if
Yeah.
you're worried about being on somebody else's film, best thing to do is walk around with a face mask, with a snood, with a balaclava, whatever you want to provide your own privacy in public. If you're worried about being on other people's recordings, are you two recording me right now?
No,
No, you're not. Okay,
we've got to let you know that we're recording you.
you do. Very good.
You don't have to do that, obviously.
Nope.
So, what's your intention for the rest of the day?
To do whatever I want to do, Sergeant.
Okay. I've offered you quite a simple and reasonable way to get access to the information that you would like to have access to.
No, the simple way is for them to say, right, go, do what you need to do. Because if they had, I would have been gone.
We get into the National Police Chiefs Council, NPCC memo. This document specifically tells officers that filming outside a station is not enough to justify a stop. The fact that these officers are either unaware of it or choosing to ignore it, shows a systemic failure in training. The auditor is essentially briefing the officers on their own professional standards while they stand there trying to find a legal hook to hang their hats on. It's a masterclass in staying informed.
Long time ago.
That there are people currently in those booths having confidential meetings.
So other people, so people in other booths near them, people sat down there waiting for an appointment while that person had an appointment. They can also all overhear that information, Sergeant, can they?
This is the compromise that I'm willing to offer you. I'm not willing to go round and round in circles with you. I will offer to go and take a photograph of those two boards so you can see that information. But if they are saying that they don't want you past that point because that's where private information is being discussed, then I think that's fair. We're not preventing you from accessing that information.
But then why would they put information on view to the public for public to go have a look at if they know that people can't go look at it because there's private information down there? So is it pointless having that board there in the first place? Why would they have it if I wasn't allowed to go and be there?
Would you like me to get you access to that information? Would you like me to go and photograph it so you can read it?
I would like primary access to that. I don't want secondary or tertiary access.
That's not going to be possible.
But if it's the information that you're there, I'm sure we can take somebody and we can get you photocopies of every leaflet on there, and then you can take that.
I don't want photocopies. I don't want to waste the paper. That's not very environmentally friendly.
Your Honour.
Okay, I'll take copies, but I'll take 50,000 copies of each one. That's how many people that I plan on disseminating this information to.
The body-worn camera notification failure. Under the force's own policy, officers must declare when they are starting a recording. These officers failed to do so, choosing instead to covertly record while having an overt conversation. It's a major breach of transparency. The auditor's promise of an IOPC complaint isn't just a threat, it's a commitment to holding them to the very rules they use to judge others. Transparency is a two-way street, or it isn't transparency at all.
Okay, so you are disseminating the video.
Disseminating the information.
Okay, in what way?
In my way.
Okay.
That's my business.
An option to have access to all that information is chosen not to have it because it's primarily not tertiary way.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's his decision.
Absolutely.
If it comes to closing time, then you just come back.
Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
And that's what we call the walk of shame. And the police can do nothing. And the staff don't look very happy that I'm still sat here. Did I get his good side? The state of him. Well, there we go, guys. That's about an hour that I've been here now. Right. Let's have a look. Didn't get this board earlier, actually. So I missed that one earlier. You said we did.
Yeah, I could make one up. I have got one online somewhere. Because I'm children, I mean, worked up until there.
Where did Dave go?
Yeah.
Where's he gone? Oh, he's up there. Sorry, Dave. Oh, yeah. I just want to say, I want to make a fair compromise with you. All I want is to go get a picture of that board 3.
If you're going to take a picture without recording, as we said before, you're more than welcome to do that.
if you don't allow me access, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to film everybody's appointment from the public place. I can see all these screens here. I can see all those screens there when I'm sat there. Pardon?
Are you threatening us?
Not threatening you, no.
You sounded like you were threatening us.
No, not at all.
And please stop recording me as well.
No, sir.
Okay, go take a seat then, please. So you're welcome to sit there. You're welcome in this.
The conversation shifts to unusual behavior. The officers try to argue that flying a drone is suspicious, yet they can't define what law is being broken. It's a desperate attempt to manufacture reasonable suspicion out of a legal right. The auditor reminds them that unusual is not a crime. By sticking to the law and refusing to be intimidated by the intelligence report threat, he proves that the only thing suspicious here is the officer's lack of legal grounds.
Immediate area, but that's all you're allowed to do.
Then this immediate area where I can film data breaches happening all up and down this road. Well, actually, they're not happening right now, but in terms of
Hello there, can I help?
if those computers were being used.
Okay.
If those computers were on right now and they're visible from a public place, it's not good, is it, Dave? What about these ones down here? Yeah.
Thank you. I thought you asked him to leave. No, as I say, just stand in front. That'll be lovely. Thank you.
I can see why he chose you. Yeah.
Cheers, thank you.
They've been asked to leave.
Yeah, well, like I say, the police have said 2-5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
but could you stand in front of me so we can record people coming in?
yeah, of course, the police have no authority to remove me from this building. They have no authority to do anything over a civil matter.
What's your name?
Do they?
Oh, yeah, lovely. That's good. Can you go to area 4, please? Thank you.
Want to dance with me, Daniel? Come on.
I would dance with you, but I'd probably step on your left foot too much.
Probably.
Might break it, not worth it.
Fair enough. Am I allowed to leave?
You can leave if you wish
There we
to.
go. Oh, this. There we go. So yeah, next time you let you know not to call the police because you know the police can't do anything about it.
Daniel?
But I would just recommend.
No, just stand in front is what I was saying.
I would just recommend.
He's leaving, so I asked him to.
I would just recommend allowing somebody to go on about their lawful business in a public place
Well,
before
actually,
calling
it's
the
not
police.
lawful.
But it is.
You know,
Of course it is. What's unlawful about it?
you've been asked to leave. That breaches trespassing law.
Trespassing, which is a civil matter, it's not unlawful. It's a civil
Actually,
tort.
it is.
It's a civil tort. It's not a crime. Otherwise, the police
is
would
a
have arrested.
crime, actually.
The police would have arrested me if it was a crime, Daniel.
Anyway, I believe you've had enough now, don't you?
So, right, guys, I'm going to head on. Obviously, the police have done their walk of shame. Unfortunately, I don't think they have learned. But so we'll have to come back again at some point. But yeah, Daniel clearly thinks that it's a crime to report in public, and that trespass is a criminal matter. That's why the police just walked away without arresting me.
As we wrap up at the station, the takeaways are clear. First, the parking double standards show a deep-seated culture of exceptionalism within the force. Second, the drone flight proved that security is often used as a hollow excuse to fish for personal identity. And third, knowing the NPCC memo and exercising your right to silence is the only way to effectively navigate these theatres of hostility. If you've seen the police ignore their own parking or recording rules, let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.